Welcome to Board Ghost, story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever?
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. Can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is Fiasco. We're going to be using the playset Main Street from the core rulebook. To learn how we generate our stories playing the game of Fiasco, go check out our Fiasco Primer. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, with us.
Ken Breeze.
And also with us.
D. Gailey.
A Main Street is one of the core rulebook playsets. It's a quiet, small town, pretty classic, like Blood Simple Coen Brothers situation. Let's run through our grid. So we have Dee's character Penelope Forrester, who is connected to Ken's character Beverly Bell by a crime relationship. They're both thieves. They also share a need to get laid by an old lover to start over. Between Beverly Bell and Corinne Peru, there is a work relationship, a salesman and customer, and that is attached to the Peace Haven Church on Main Street in Maineville. Between Corinne, my character, and Dee's character, Penelope Forster, we are in a romantic relationship. We are current spouses, and we have a sentimental object between us, a newborn baby. Delectable, well-basted baby. Oven-sized baby.
All right.
All right, Dee, why don't you tell us who you are?
I'm going to be playing Penelope Forrester, about 35 years old. She's a former waitress in the town that we live in, but she still picks up a few shifts, but she kind of is staying at home more often to take care of the newborn baby that she shares with John's character in our marriage that we have together.
I am playing Beverly Bell, a 47-year-old owner of a small business, cleaning business. I clean churches for a living. I am also a con woman, and I insert myself into the goings-on at churches so as to spread my corruption and enrich myself.
So I'm playing Corinne Peru.
Okay.
And Corinne is a 31-year-old woman. She is pretty well liked in the community. She helps kind of do the books for the church. So she handles the books, generally sort of helps out with the church. So she's their accountant. Her and her wife took in this baby and are going through the process of adopting it there was a couple who had a terrible accident on the way home from the hospital, and their baby was orphaned. And so church-going people, we've taken in this baby, and we're going through the process of adoption. We'll get right into our story. Dee, you are kicking us off.
Why don't you guys set the scene to start?
I like Penelope and Beverly. I feel like that kicks some things off, that we have maybe a past relationship. That's what sort of kicks off this caper, is that we run into each other and we have this sort of past thing that we can discover what that is in the scene.
Yeah, I'd say you guys run into each other at the grocery store.
Yes.
The local grocers.
The local grocers.
The Piggly Wiggly.
They were at the Piggly Wiggly.
Shopmans.
The Shopmans.
The Maineville Shopmans.
Yeah.
We're at it's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's a real nice one.
Yeah, Louis Shopman and his wife.
The Shopmans. Shopmans.
Together the
Shopmans.
Shopmans. So you're purchasing diapers.
Yep, diapers, trying
For
to
the
figure out
baby.
the business of
And
formula.
I'm buying cigarettes.
All right.
And cleaning supplies.
And cleaning supplies.
A lot of bleach.
Exactly, John.
Penelope, you guys kind of come around and almost run into one another.
Oh,
Coming out of
pardon me. Sorry, honey.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out these formulas. You don't know anything about babies, do you?
Oh my God, is that Penelope Forrester?
Beverly.
I'm not that old, honey.
No. I mean, it's just been so. Oh my God! Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Oh, I'm just a always on the move.
Yeah. You remember? Yeah, all those crazy capers we used to get in.
Well, that was 15 years ago now or so. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, and Penelope kind of like,
You look very good.
oh my God, don't even say that. She kind of like nervously
Especially if you
smooths
just
her
had
hair.
a baby.
Oh, no, I.
Well, you're buying diapers, so what are those
Yeah,
for
well,
your
yeah.
boyfriend?
No. I'm married actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, congratulations. Oh, I guess I just missed the ring underneath all that fluff, all that cloth and plastic.
Oh, yeah. It's a very small ring. It's like very plain. Yeah. No, yeah. My Corinne. Sorry. I'm just like I'm so flustered seeing you here.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. I'm in town for a few days. We should catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. I have that baby that I mentioned.
Right.
Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to bring them, I guess you could twist my arm. But if we could meet somewhere outside, I guess.
Yeah.
Who knows?
My wife, she works full time, so
So you have free time. Perfect. Well, here's my card, honey. I'll be in town for a few days. I'm working with, Peace Haven Church down on Main Street. I'm sure you've heard of it. Big job.
Yeah.
Big job. And, well, I guess you can see by my card that I'm in the business, cleaning. Turn a good $1 in it.
Oh yeah. I still pick up a few shifts over at the Hungry Whale.
You were
the diner in
slinging
town.
brews when I first met you, and you're still waitressing. Well,
Can't seem to escape it now, especially with this new baby. Things are kind of tight around in the old.
Well, maybe we'll have more to talk about. I might have something on the horizon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And if you do have a little one to take care of, you want to make sure your nest is padded.
I mean, that's true. We used to get into some stuff in the old days. You still up to the old tricks.
I had a great time with you, Penelope, and we had a lot of fun. But I'm a respectable businesswoman.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to meet you behind the local gas station to discuss this more.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'll see you later.
See ya. Bye, Beverly. It was good seeing you.
So what do you guys want from this?
I don't know. What do you? I want you to meet me. I want our flame to be.
Yeah,
so
Penelope wants to escape her life.
Okay, so
how does it go?
How's it gonna go?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go good.
Okay,
Yeah.
That
so
makes sense.
if it goes well, I would maybe you kind of run out into the parking lot, sort of on an impulse, like just kind of drop the diapers.
Yeah, you
Leave
drop
everything
the
behind.
diapers.
Completely forget my shopping cart and clutching Beverly's card. I run out to the car and head home to try and like smooth things out at home, make sure everything's in order, so I can head out the next day.
I sort of see that like from behind, like my 1980s Cadillac, and I put on my big shades. I got a Cruella de Vil vibe going as I'm like putting my hands on the steering wheel and like grasping the leather and going, and smoking my cigarette. Our next scene, you guys, is going to be at the Peace Haven Church, where Beverly Bell is meeting her client.
Yeah, we're
Corinne Perroux. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Piru.
Peru. What are you?
No worries. It's whatever you're comfortable saying. Just call me Corinne.
Corinne. Very well. Well,
But so let me just walk through your resume here. You've done quite a bit of cleanup work.
it's true. I have a lot of experience, Miss Corinne.
It seems a lot of I tried calling some of the places you recommended. It looks like unfortunately a lot of them have since shut down, but your letters of recommendation are glowing. I can't.
Terrible. Just the flock has been just going, really, really thinning in these past decades, hasn't it, Miss Corinne? And just the faithful, we just aren't as strong as we once were. But
Well,
I know we
I
can
I
get
think
back
it's-
thanks to beautiful places like Peace Haven.
Yeah, I think that we've built a strong community here. We definitely aren't dealing with any sort of attrition or massive loss of people. And in fact, we were quite saddened when we lost our cleaning woman most recently.
It is that's tough to lose someone that you've worked with for so long.
Yeah, and we didn't even know that she had such like late stage psoriasis of her liver. It was pretty sad to note that a woman who was so true in her faith and donated her time to the church. But we do have some budget for a cleaning service, and from your letters, you do come well recommended.
Well, we at Bell Cleaners make sure your nave will ring like a bell.
That's clever.
It will be gorgeous. You will be attracting so many new parishioners. I have a good feeling about all this. I feel like I've been drawn here.
Oh, well, perhaps you have been. It's important that we get the right kind of parishioner into our church.
Very true.
We're building a community here, and we try to keep it tight and close knit. And it's great to hear that you're committed to your profession.
I am like sort of looking around the office that we're in of the bookkeeper of the church, and I spy a picture on the desk of a very happy couple. And I take a pause. I say, it's your church is no doubt so welcoming already. It seems that the values that you hold dear should be a beacon for the entire state, this entire region.
We're an inclusive church. We're an inclusive group. Intolerance is the one thing we don't tolerate at our church. And that's when I say we want we want people whose minds and hearts are open to the message, the true message. And I like the cut of your jib. Pardon my French, but how's this gonna go?
How's it gonna go? How's it gonna go, dude?
I think it's gonna go bad.
It's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
She sees you like you can't really stop looking at this photo.
Yeah, I have my eyes really glued to it.
Do you have? I'm sorry to pry, but we need to foster a comfortable environment. Do you have problems with non-traditional marriages?
No, quite the opposite. Your photo reminds me of a relationship I once had, and I apologize for being distracted. You are very lucky.
She kind of takes the photo and looks at it, and it's just not dark, but just kind of like she's distant as she looks at it and says, and kind of turns cold the first time she's been cold to you for this whole thing.
Yeah.
And goes, regardless of how traditional society sees these relationships, our marriages, it still requires as much work. And
well, I know all about hard work. Here's my paperwork. Take a look at this.
This is fine.
Take a look at this.
We'll
and
continue.
Take a look
we'll
it over. We
continue
can
this
sign it.
another time. I'm sorry. I need
very
to-
well. I'm in town for a few days, so you have my card. I will be staying at the Hotelman's.
I'll bring this up at our church board and we'll see what we.
Well, I look forward to doing business with you and all of Peace Haven, Miss Corrine.
Thank you. Have a good day.
There's just like this weird vibe, like something like we're just like we sniffed each other's butts and we did not like what we smelled.
Something has come out.
Yeah, something. There's something going on there.
All right. We start on a fence, a wooden fence with a grove of trees behind it. As we sort of pan along this fence, it's getting towards dusk. It's pretty dark. It's an old rustic, weathered kind of moss like lichen is dotting this greened out wood, and we come upon a fresh, like pristine white, like bright in the evening light pine section of the fence. And we stop right in the center where there's a photograph of a couple and flowers, some dried and old flowers by it. And we hear a car in the distance as we stop on this, and the car continues on. And as it passes us, as it blocks our view of this photograph, we cut into the car and we see Corinne gripping her steering wheel and her teeth clenched as the car continues on down the road, spitting gravel. And we cut to the exterior of a house as this same car pulls up front, and we cut inside where Penelope Forster is just like putting an egg, on a balanced plate, has just placed a baby in a cradle with like the utmost of care. And it's just like, her fingers are crossed. Every finger and toe she has is crossed that this is all good. And she hears the door slam and the baby starts. And she's like, and then it goes back to sleep as she comes out into the living room to see Corinne. How was your day? Did you, were you able to get the formula and the diapers? Were you able to figure that out?
Oh, shit. I'm Corn, I'm sorry. I completely forgot.
Penny, there was one thing that you had to do today.
I know. I'm sorry. I mean, I just had it was a bad day, okay? The baby has been crying. Like, I just barely got her down. And what did I tell you? You slammed the door. You almost woke her up. I mean, I've said it like 1,000 times. Can you please, when you come home, just gently shut the door?
Look, you don't put this on me. Don't twist this. You had one thing to do today. I was working all day trying to keep this church in order and keep, justify why I get paid at all. And you just had to get the formula and the diapers.
Do you think that what I do isn't work? Being here at
I'm not
home,
saying that. I'm saying
cleaning the house, taking care of the baby.
Yeah, well, taking care of the baby means results, like getting the actual formula. Penny, maybe you should go to work and we should just get a nanny.
How do you think we're going to afford a nanny on my waitressing and your, I don't know, collecting alms from the church? I mean,
why don't you get off your butt and go to...
Excuse me? I am off my butt all day, every day, here in this house. When I, leave at night and go to that fucking diner where
What's
the
your
people...
language? The baby, they can hear these.
It's a baby.
Look.
They can't talk.
Cashman's is looking for a teller at the bank. So you could go to Cashman's and see if they...
And who's going to take care of the baby then?
We'll get a nanny. We'll get a babysitter with certification.
A baby. And so you're gonna use your church money to pay for that?
No, we're gonna take our budget from what you're gonna go to Cashman's tomorrow and you're gonna get a real job. That's where I'm putting my foot down.
Ooh, maybe this is the point.
Yeah, this is a point.
To figure it out how it goes.
How's it gonna go, Ken?
I think it goes bad for
Okay. So I've dropped an ultimatum, and from my posture that it's your turn to like either cow to what I'm saying or
not. Penelope is going to stomp her foot. She's gonna stare into Corinne's eyes and is gonna say, "This is not what I wanted. This is not what I asked for. When I said yes to you, this is not the life that I imagined that we would have. And you're here trying to tell me what to do with my life. I mean, this is no. Like, I need some space. I need to think." And she grabs her purse from the table, grabs it, and she bolts out the door
and slams it behind her.
And slams it, and then the baby
starts crying.
And Corinne grits her teeth and goes to the bathroom and gets some Adderall.
Laudanum?
And doses up and
this could be focused.
Puts on a smile and says, "Sunshine for the baby, sunshine for the baby."
Oh, nice.
Penelope is going to go try and find Beverly.
Well, you have her card.
Yep.
She did tell you she was staying at the Hotelman's.
Yep.
Or in town for a few days. Maybe she didn't say she was at the Hotelman's.
Penelope's got her own set of car keys, and she gets in the car. She fumbles around in her purse on the side of on the passenger seat and pulls out a pack of cigarettes and is furiously smoking. And she turns on the car and is speeding into town. She's got like Beverly's card in one hand, and she pulls up to the place where Beverly is staying.
Hotelman's
yes.
was the name.
Hotelman's Motel.
Hotelman's Motel.
Hotelman's
exactly.
Motel.
Hotelman's Motel. What color is Penelope's hair?
Red.
Beverly dyes her hair like a lot over the years. So it's like cut really short, and it is like this in-between color of like burnt honey and like platinum. It's got this weird thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cut pretty short, like almost like pixie cut, but not exactly. It's almost like a mullet. Almost like a mullet. It's really pretty long in the back, but not super long below the shoulders, and then cut pretty short in the front. She has signature like big like cat's eye sunglasses that she wears with like rhinestones in the sides of them. Long fingers that are sort of gnarled almost now that she's getting a little bit older. Almost like they're just long and like sinewy and like really almost like talons that she's able to like grasp like cigarettes with and like little things like martini glasses. Which is exactly what she's doing when you knock on the door. She's having martini, and she opens the door, and she says, "Oh, I did not think I was going to see you so quickly."
And Penelope
This
is
a surprise.
still smoking, and she kind of just like pushes her way past Beverly into the hotel
Come
room.
in.
And she's like, "Fuck, I'm sorry to barge in on you like this. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to get away."
I think I understand. Can I make you a drink?
Yes, please.
Very good. Do you still like what, Coke, or have you moved on now?
Oh God, no. I can't take the sugar anymore. I mean, you know.
Stay away from the sugar. That's right.
Just
I have some soda water, or do you prefer tonic?
soda's fine. Soda water's fine.
Well, tell me all about it, dear. What happened?
I don't know if I should talk about it. With everything at home, it's so stressful, and I feel like my life hasn't turned out the way that I wanted it to turn out, you know? Like this isn't the life that I imagined for myself when you and I years ago were out having fun, doing great things, just careless. And now I just feel like there's this giant ball and chain around me, and I'm just trapped.
I can understand. You are trapped. You need a thrill in your life. And I hope that you came here to do more than just blow smoke into my room. I can do that on my own.
Yeah, geez, is this a smoking room? I don't even know.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Beverly lights a cigarette as well. Well, you were a good little assistant, an intern, as I like to call you back in the day.
Yeah.
But my business has grown by leaps and bounds since that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a score coming up. It's real close.
How close?
I just need them to sign on the dotted line.
Do you need help with
I
that?
could use help, but it might mean that you have to leave Maineville.
Bev, I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
okay. Well, maybe that's too much. You have this baby and everything. Is this your child?
No.
So it's Corinne's child.
No, we're trying to adopt.
Yeah, I saw that story in the newspaper. That's you? You're the
Yeah.
couple that adopted that child? You are in it, honey, up to your neck.
No,
Oh,
you're telling me I'm living it, Bev, right now.
you let me make double this drink. I'll
And-
put a little bit of heavy pour. Here you go. You sip this.
God.
Let Bevy take care of everything here. And she starts like massaging your shoulders and like sitting you down and being like, don't worry, I've got the score. I just need your help, actually. And we could split better than we used to. We will split 60-40, babe.
What would I have to do?
Well, it has something to do with Peace Haven. And I think this might be the decision point.
I think it's going to go well.
Na. So it goes well for Penelope.
I mean, I know this is your deal, this is your thing, but considering, I mean, we're talking about the church, you know, that's my wife, right? This is a big
Put
it's a
it
big
together, babe. I
it's a-
met her today. She's very cute. I get it. She's French,
well, she
right?
used to be cuter, but
We all used to be cuter.
it's kind of a risk for me. I think I'd feel a little more comfortable with like a, maybe like a 50-50.
You're right. You were always right. And that's why just couldn't stand to be around you in the end. But I've matured, and you're right. Very well, 50-50. Let's shake on it.
Sounds good.
Or should we? And it's like she's going in for like a kiss, maybe? Like,
Yeah, I think that it goes black.
it goes black.
We don't know.
I think our next scene is back at the church. Somehow, Beverly has been able to get a tour from someone else, another representative of the church. The choir instructor, you know? Like, I'm just getting this, like, he's like this big dude or whatever, and he's like sort of butch and like wearing like a, like sort of like a hunting cap, and just like, he's just like a guy. Like, he's like, he's a manly man. And he's just showing me around, and I'm using sort of flirtatious vibe a little bit with him. But I definitely have basically been able to con him into showing me around the church. And I run into both of you, that we're all there. I'm coming out with this guy, and you guys are coming in, and we just are sort of passing, like the doors open basically as of to like the antechamber, like the sort of like before you go into the nave proper where all the pews are. There's sort of this gathering area, and you guys are coming in, and we're coming out basically, and we like sort of run into each other in this area.
Yeah. Who's holding the baby?
Penelope's holding the baby.
Okay. And Corrine just is like loaded with 3 diaper bags.
Yeah, loaded with 3 diaper bags, and I've slipped my arm, like arm in arm with this guy, like he's like I'm leaning on him, like I'm like need help to walk or something like that. Like, so that's sort of the configuration we're in. Oh, Miss Corrine, it's so good to see you.
Beverly Bell. Have you met Penelope? This is my wife, Penelope.
And
I think you saw a picture of her.
Yes, it's very nice to meet you.
Penelope's sort of like juggling the baby in one hand, and she looks over.
I would
sees
shake,
that.
but I don't want to jostle the child.
So hey, Chuts, how's it going? Where's Sally?
And Chutz is all like, he's like,
Oh, I think she's making some ribs tonight or something like that. You guys might want to come by the house later if you're looking for something good to eat.
That would be lovely. Sally's ribs, Beverly, are out of this world. You landed yourself a keeper there, Chust.
well, I'd love to try them. Is this an invitation? Shall we go over, Miss Corinne? Maybe we can have some together.
Beverly, that's all right. I think we'll let the Chuds enjoy a quiet dinner alone. I think Chust here is a romantic sort. You don't leave Sally waiting.
Well, when's the last time you two went out? You must need some time, to work on your, keep the magic alive.
I think this little guy is pretty magical, right, Penny?
Well, I was gonna put that roast in to marinate, but I never got around to it. So, we could go out. We could go out.
It's baby's a little young to go out yet, but yeah, maybe in a month or two we'll kind of, new parents. We haven't.
Well,
we'll go check a movie out or something. We'll figure it out.
I'm here on business, so I would love maybe to take you out. Tell you a little bit more about my business.
Corinne, weren't you just saying something about a babysitter? I mean, I'm sure we could get someone
we
to
can
watch the baby.
I know a great
We'll talk
service.
about that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of trust to put into someone. We'll talk about it at home.
All right. Okay, Chud. Yeah, you were Chutz. You were going to show me the local ice cream parlor. We're gonna get rum raisin, I think.
Frozman's is amazing.
Frozman's so good. Frozman's Maineville's premier. Frozman's. It's very famous. I can't wait to go. But you should really consider it. I think I might be able to make you a better deal. Who knows? I love this town and I love this church. How does this go for me, you guys? How does this go, D? How does this go for me?
What does Beverly want?
Beverly wants to get Corinne and Penelope to come out.
Trust them,
to come out, to trust her.
I
Yeah.
think we're already out.
Yeah, I think it goes well.
I think that Corrine and Penelope are sparking a little bit, and I think they both kind of melt a little and are like.
And
Corrine-
Chutz is like, I'll take care of the baby. We'd love to take care of it.
Just
love to take care of the
that
baby.
would be amazing, but
You guys go out. You work so hard.
Yeah, honey. Chuts can take care of the baby.
Sally has raised 3 beautiful boys. Why don't you have Sally? Why don't you and Sally bring the ribs over our place and bring the whole family over and watch the baby for us? And Beverly will go out, I guess. We'll figure it out.
I'll pick you up at 8. See you then, girls.
Whew. This is going to be a treat. We're going to flash back.
Ooh.
It's outside Goodfield's hospital. Out of the door, the fresh-faced 20-year-old woman, just ripe with child, is holding her back and stumbling as a very nervous young man tries to help her out of the doors of the hospital and says, "Sure, we could get a wheelchair. We could get you sorted." And as they are making their way to their car, Corrine pulls up and she gets out with some flowers and looks across at this young couple and says, "Gina and Farth, how you are looking more and more glowing and pregnant every day, Gina.
Thank you.
Farth, you take care of her."
Oh, I will. She's quite a handful these days.
I was just bringing flowers to Miss Sand. She's.
Well, aren't you
Bless
an angel?
her heart.
But when are you due? You look.
I'm just trying to get this oversized fanny pack off. It's gonna happen hopefully here in the next month or 2 is what they're saying.
Well, this old clunker, look, I have a little credit that I'm owed over at Wrenchy's Fix-It shop. And I think old Wrenchy can help you guys out. Just I really don't want you driving around in a car that's not safe. And
what do you mean? Our old pickup truck only has a few spots of rust on it, and
you guys
the axle broke last year, but we taped it back together.
I want to make sure that the car seat goes in well, and you guys are new parents. It's gonna be tough.
Well, aren't you? You're just an angel, aren't you, Miss Barreau?
I do what I can. I want you guys to be. I want you to be safe and happy. I want you to enjoy this new baby.
Well, the community of Peace Haven is just like an extended family. It really is. And you saying that, we really appreciate it. Oh, we can take our car over there today.
Meet me over there. Let me just drop these flowers off for Miss Sains and pat her hand. She's kind of in and out, but I'll meet you guys over there at Toot Sweet. And we kind of cut to the pickup truck pulling up and being pulled onto a bed where it's being raised, and old Wrenchy's there. And around the corner steps Corrine. She says, "Why don't you, Gina, you go sit down. And Farth, you need to sit with her and give her some air."
My back does hurt. Oh, and my cankles.
Oh, honey, all right, let's get you all settled down. We'll just sit a spell while they're working out all the mechanical issues.
Rub my feet.
All right.
Well, Wrenchy, so you remember that good turn I did you a little while back?
Oh, right. All right, reckon I do, Miss Green. That was mighty kind of you.
Can I? Well, let me cash it in, and I'll help too. I've got I still got some grease under my fingernails. I think I can help you with this.
I don't know.
I just want to make sure these kids have a good start.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. This old rust bucket's gonna take some major work, though. Are you sure you got it in you?
I think so. How's this gonna go?
I think it goes very well for you.
Okay, so going well. They're getting the work done, and as they get the wheels off. They're changing out the brakes, and old Wrenchy is busy kind of fitting in the figure and trying to look at the instructions on this car seat, because it's a whole thing to get it to sit right, and doesn't notice when Corrine starts oiling up the brake pads a little bit, and pokes just the slightest hole in the brake line.
Oh, these hair car seat things, they're so complicated. How do I do this?
Fade to black.
This is great. That's it. That's our halfway point, gang.
Yeah, it sure is. That went quick.
So we're going to go ahead and generate our tilt. Okay, so we've generated our tilt. We have tragedy, pain followed by confusion, and paranoia. The thing you stole has been stolen. We interrupt our story here, and we'll resume in our next communique. was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho and on Instagram at board_ghost. You can find my media recommendation review podcast at newtoyoushow.com. And you can listen to my book club podcast at woundandstab.com. Ken, where can people find you?
You can find me, Ken Breeze, at Burlingsbeard on Twitter, BERLINGS, and at burlingsbeard.com. I'm a concierge DM in the New York area. Hire me to run your games. And I do a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream, so check those out. We're playing 5th edition D&D.
All right. Dee, where can people find you?
I'm Dee Gailey. You can find me on Twitter at MXNURD, Mixed Nerd, where I tweet about games and random stuff on occasion.
To learn more about the players and the engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/boardghost. And if you'd like to help contribute to the show and helping us make it go, you can go to Patreon. It's patreon.com/boardghost to collaborate with us there. So you can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at Board Ghost World on Twitter. Shout out through the ether if you have desires we can fulfill. Leave reviews and comments on iTunes, your preferred listening portal, and take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest episodes. We'd like to thank Pat Couple for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
Dying, you'll agree with me.